Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome back to the channel. I'm your favorite teenage host, Mila.
And I am Misty, the Christian mom who is thebomb.com. So we are on chapters 13 and 14?
13 and 14, yes.
Because I totally messed that up earlier, so anyhow.
I had actually finished, we're actually recording like 2 days before I have to post this. Yeah, we record late.
We've been on vacation a lot.
We didn't really have time to record like the day we have to record, but I finished the chapters the day we have to record, which is Sunday. We go to church on Sunday. I finished the chapters during church.
She's grounded.
Wait, what? I did not know about that. How am I grounded?
Anyhow.
Okay.
So today we're starting off with I plunged to my death. It should have been I dived to my death.
Yeah, because really, like, he died. Dived.
Dove. Dive. Did.
We've been watching the Olympics.
A lot. Not well, they're over. But
oh, they're
amazing.
over now? Okay.
We did watch diving.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
So Percy feels like someone is watching them while they're waiting.
And waiting to pounce on them. However, they did have 2 whole days in the train.
Yeah.
Or on the train without anybody messing with them, correct?
Yeah. And I'd like to point out,
is that a world record for the demigods?
I'm pretty sure. I'd like to point out that, where is it? There was this very cute, like, paragraph that I read. It was, I have to find it.
Also, while she's finding this, just FYI, Percy's name and mugshot are all over newspapers, and he's the prime suspect in his mother's disappearance.
Oh, God.
And a picture of Percy getting on the Greyhound bus.
Getting off of it.
Or getting off the Greyhound bus right before it explodes is everywhere. And Smelly Gabe has a cash reward out for him.
I bet it's $200.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even spend that much money.
Yeah, no, I bet it's like $200 max.
He's probably like, I'll give you $20 and a hot dog.
I'll give you 2 cents and a corn chip.
I'll give you $20 and a Bud Light.
I'll give you $2 and a beer.
Yeah.
That's probably what
That's probably what Smelly Gabe would do.
Yeah. So Percy goes, once I spotted this family of centaurs galloping across a wheat field. Bows at the ready as they hunted lunch, and I thought like this paragraph was just adorable because just picturing that was cute.
Yeah.
And it says the little boy centaur was at the size of a 2nd grader on a pony, caught my eye and waved. Oh, that's really cute.
This is his dream.
No, this actually happened.
Oh.
He saw us while he was on the bus.
Oh my goodness.
I mean train.
Okay.
He saw us while he was on the bus. It was adorable, and that's what caught my eye.
Aw. So while Grover is asleep on the bus, Grover is just not the best protector.
Not really.
Grove, bruh.
Grove.
I'm gonna need you to like sharpen up them skills, bruh.
Yeah.
Sharpen up the skills.
Yeah.
But anyway, while he's asleep, he seems to sleep a lot. I feel like he sleeps a lot.
I bet he's like really tired.
Of what? He ain't doing nothing. He ain't saving no lives.
Okay, maybe he was just like to sleep.
Okay. Well, anyway, while Grover sleeps, Percy tells Annabeth about his latest dream.
Mm-hmm. With the country.
The cold voice.
The cold country voice.
He's got that voice.
It's got the. Does he have like a country voice, or does he has like a southern drawl?
He's like a country god.
Country pit.
He probably got some cows as his little demons.
Cow demons.
Anyway.
Actually, in the mythology, Apollo does have like cherry red cows.
What's funny though is in the book, Annabeth says that voice doesn't sound like Hades' voice. So
she's heard Hades' voice, but like okay, what did the voice sound like? It sounded like
Hades does not have a country drawl.
Okay. Well, he's from LA, so like I guess he would have like
Is he like a surfer dude? Is he like? Hey,
I feel like that would be Poseidon though.
Sup, bruh?
I feel like that'd be Poseidon.
Oh,
like,
that's true.
That would be Poseidon. Like he spends all his days in like Florida and like he sounds like in Destin and Galveston.
I figured his voice would be like Crush from Finding Dory.
Yes.
Finding Nemo.
Yes, he'd sound like Crush. He'd definitely sound like Crush. Yeah, hey, Zoo.
Hey,
I can't
dude.
do it. Hey, dude. And
We're ripping the tide.
While we're on the topic of like God voices, I feel like since Zeus stays in Olympus and Olympus is in New York, I feel like Zeus would have like a New Yorker accent.
Yeah. So anyway, she says the voice doesn't sound like Hades' voice.
So
and
she's heard
the
Hades'
place,
voice before.
Yeah, and the place doesn't look like Hades' home either.
So she's seen Hades' home, and
Yes.
she's like. So basically, what Annabeth is saying that she's seen Hades and that she's heard Hades. And Annabeth, what's going on? What's your connection to Hades?
Yeah, and she's like, and why would Hades want the master bolt if he
already
has it?
Like that
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So then she tells Percy that he can't barter with Hades. He cannot try
Yeah,
to like negotiate.
Because as you remember from the last episode, the southern pit man, he was just like he like offered Percy's mom as like exchange for the master bolt, which only like Hades has connection to.
And Hades is too greedy and he's too powerful and too greedy to negotiate. So he's not going to do it, right?
Yeah.
So Annabeth tells Percy about her dad.
Yeah.
So she's starting to like warm up to Percy, I think.
Yeah, they're becoming friends.
Yeah, I think maybe she feels like, okay, I really want this
I feel
quest thing to work.
I feel like if you wanted to go on a quest with someone, maybe you would have to be friends with them. So like they were kind of already friends, but like now they're becoming like closer.
Well, they have to work together, right? Because if you don't work together, then what's the point? Right? Then you're just like fighting against each other the whole time, and I don't think that they'll get anywhere.
Yeah.
Except they might as well go to sleep with Grover.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Percy and Grover are already friends, so like now we have to have Annabeth and Percy be friends, and then like because Annabeth kind of already has a connection to Grover, if that's what we're getting at.
Yeah. So anyway, she tells Percy about her dad, who she cannot stand.
She doesn't like him.
At
doesn't like him is an understatement. She hates him.
Yeah, so like he married some chick and had some other kids and like pretends like she doesn't even exist apparently.
Yeah, basically.
Rude.
Wow.
Rude.
So basically Athena.
# men, that is what dads do not do.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So basically, Annabeth's dad is a professor. He fell in love with Athena. And Athena, like, had, like, I don't know how to explain it. Can you?
What?
Like, the Annabeth's, like...
Situation,
yeah.
Yeah. So Annabeth was like, yes, they had Annabeth, and then I can't remember why they didn't stay together. Obviously,
Athena's a goddess.
Yeah, she can't, right?
And she's a maiden goddess. So, like, she can't...
She's not even supposed to have kids.
She's not supposed to have kids.
Or get married.
She's not supposed to have kids or get married. So, yeah, that's gonna affect.
It's gonna put a little damper on that love story, to say the least. So anyway, that's why I think he might be a little butthurt. That's probably why he's like, he has like his ego. You know, men and their egos. He done got his feelings hurt.
Yeah,
he's all up in his feelings. So he was like, okay then.
And he told Athena to like take Annabeth and raise her on Olympus. But then Athena said that heroes have to be raised with their mortal parents, and that was the end of that.
So Athena took Annabeth and another child, another half-blood, and led them to Camp Half-Blood.
No, it was just Athena. Annabeth. So Annabeth, she like... So when Annabeth was 7, after she was like done with all their bull crap with her family...
Sometimes I just like to read my own stories.
Yeah. That's what fanfiction's for. That's what fanfiction's for. It's okay. Anyway, she goes... And she runs away when she's 7, which, like, I have a cousin and she's 6, and I'm just like, it makes you think.
First of all, let me just rewind. rewind. So Athena arrived at her dad's doorstep in a golden
Annabeth.
cradle.
Mm.
Annabeth in a golden cradle.
By the way, Annabeth is a
Can I get a golden cradle? Do I need to have another baby to get a golden cradle? I don't understand.
Annabeth is another spelling of like Annabeth is Athena, but the letters are rearranged and you add a couple more letters.
She was carried down by a wind.
A wind god, Zephyrus.
From Mount Olympus.
The west wind god.
Like that is not the fanciest way to like arrive at somebody's like. We get storks.
We get storks.
She got like a golden cradle.
She got golden cradle and carried down by a legitimate god.
Wow.
Like,
I mean, if that don't
I feel like
give her like god cred, I don't know what does, right?
I feel like all Athena kids are born like that, but then like you see some child of Aphrodite. You see Percy. Yeah. He was like born normally.
And her dad thought it was the biggest inconvenience.
That's how he talks about it anyway.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. That's very sweet.
So he tries to get Athena to take Annabeth back. This is what we were talking about.
He tries to tell her to take Annabeth back to Olympus and raise her.
And that's where she's saying
and
that.
And then Athena says that heroes have to be raised with their mortal parents.
Yes. So Annabeth's dad got married when she was 5 and had 2 kids with his new wife, who were probably not have a gold cradle. And weren't carried down by gods in the gold cradle. Like, and I imagine like harps playing while they're like bringing her down, or I don't know how you play a harp. I don't know. That doesn't sound like that. But
me neither.
Yeah,
I don't know how to play a harp. Me neither.
So anyway,
I know how to play a ukulele though, kind of.
They totally ignored her, and when monsters attacked her, they made her feel like the biggest threat and disaster that ever lived.
Yeah.
That's so not nice.
That's toxic relationship.
Talk about having a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
So if anybody has a chip on their shoulder, it should be her.
Yeah.
Daddy problems. Daddy issues.
Daddy issues, am I right?
They need to go on Maury. The Maury Show. # Maury Show. You are the father.
Oh, I was going to say, is that the you are the father guy?
Yes, you are the father. Take care of business. Anyways, Annabeth ran away from home
when
and
she was 7.
Made her way to Camp Half-Blood.
Yeah, she found 2 demigods and whatever, and made their way to Camp Half-Blood.
Yeah. And so Annabeth is really sad when she's saying all this. So Percy decides not to ask any more questions.
I don't think you're gonna wanna.
Homegirl's got feelings. You know? So anyway. So the money they got from turning Gladiola, is that how you say that?
Yeah, Gladiola.
Whatever.
Gladiola. Sounds Italian.
Turning her in.
Was $200.
It bought them the train tickets as far as Denver, Colorado.
Or did I just make that? Did I make that up? No, it was $200, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. And it bought them train tickets to Denver, Colorado. But that's it.
Percy's return is as much as returning a pink poodle. At least in my mind. And
they make one stop in St. Louis with a 3-hour layover.
Yeah.
Big mistake. So
Annabeth, since she wants to be an architect, so basically,
I really don't see you being an architect.
on the train, Annabeth is looking at. Wait, where do they stop at?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, and she's just like, she's looking at the Gateway Arch at the window. She's just like, I want to build that, and Percy's like. And Annabeth's just like, I want to be an architect when I grow up.
Percy's like,
I can't see. He's just like, I couldn't see. He just said he couldn't see Annabeth sitting at a desk
long
and
enough
drawing.
To do that. Yeah, like just
because he has ADHD and she probably has ADHD too.
Yeah,
we have ADHD.
That's why these videos are so difficult.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, true story. # truth.
Anyways, that's why we ain't no architect. Okay, I mean I'm not. Anyways, she might be.
No. Because
she could be whatever she wants.
Funny thing is, something with my ADHD, I like most people with ADHD, I can't sit still. So when I'm like watching something, I get up and I walk around the kitchen. I do a couple laps around like the kitchen and then I talk to myself while I do it. That's my ADHD for you. So I'm just walking.
He's a walker ADHD.
I'm a walker ADHD.
Anyways, back to the story. Okay.
The walking ADHD.
So they make the stop in St. Louis, and Annabeth really wants to check out the Gateway Arch that she was talking about. Mm-hmm. So, and the arch, it's a national memorial, which we need to go there. We totally need to go there.
Yeah, we do. It's a national monument.
It's officially called the Jefferson's National Expansion Memorial, and it honors Thomas Jefferson, which we love us some Thomas Jefferson. Okay.
What did I miss?
What did I miss? Go Thomas. Go Thomas. It's your birthday. Okay. Anyway. We'll be back.
Virginia, my home sweet home. I want to give you a kiss.
What did I miss? Anyway, okay,
we love Hamilton.
Back. Let's go back.
Okay,
so it's over 600 feet tall.
That's wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I really want to go see it. So anyway, Annabeth tells them all about that arch and how it was built and all of that. And Percy and Grover munch on jelly beans, and Percy thinks it might smell like monsters.
The Percy's just like, hey Grover, what's up with your nose? And he's just like, underground always smells like monsters.
Grover's just not a good protector, bruh. Like, how many chapters we got to go through?
Like I said in the last 2 chapters, I feel like Luke should have gone with them. But then again, we would have like the Annabeth.
I'm wondering if Chiron hates Percy and wants him to die.
Okay, so I think that's Mr. D.
Whatever.
Mr.
Somebody
D,
is
Mr.
like,
D hates
let's give Percy the worst protector ever. Okay, cool. Let's go get hair legs. What, Little Horn?
Little Horn.
Yeah.
We couldn't have gotten like someone
who
more experienced.
Yeah, like a lot more.
A lot more experience.
Yeah. So, anyways, so Grover's like, oh, it's just underground smelly air, no worries, right?
Yeah.
So they decide to take the elevator up to the arch.
Yeah.
And
the elevator goes like this.
And Percy is like, he's got ADHD, and it gets claustrophobic in small confined spaces, which is an elevator, right?
Elevator with small confined spaces.
Yeah. So they're squeezed into this elevator with a very large woman.
Very large woman. She's wearing all denim, and Percy goes, she was basically a denim blimp.
With a chihuahua. I would be all up in the chihuahua.
My mom had a chihuahua whenever she was a kid.
I did. His name was Strawberry Shortcake.
Didn't he get run over?
No, I think he was like running down the street and then just like was like running and then just. That's okay. He lived a long, good life.
Okay, he lived a long, good life.
Yeah.
But R.I.P. Strawberry Shortcake.
He was a dude, and obviously I didn't care. I still named him Strawberry Shortcake. I am a product of the 80s. Sorry.
And it was a he. I feel bad for that dog.
He didn't care. He had a good life, girl. He was running down the street. All right. Anyway, so the lady is there with her Strawberry Shortcake, and she's curious about why they're alone.
Yeah, she's just like, why are you kids alone?
What pretty hands you have.
Oh my god.
So I can eat them.
What the?
Well, I don't know. Isn't that like Little Red Riding Hood?
That's Little Riding Hood with the...
I don't even know why I came to that. You see? Sorry.
ADHD.
All right,
so basically, Annabeth, Grover, and Percy, they go, well, our parents are weighing down. They don't like heights. That's not logical. You still have to go with an adult. You need adult supervision. Please. Like... I don't like this.
Like, and nobody on the train says anything either? Like,
no, they don't.
Cool. There's these little kids who are going to be on here for days, and we're just going to be like, oh, cool.
That's the one thing I don't like about, like, these books, is that you have children unsupervised. Like, why? You have children unsupervised. Like, you even have, like...
Nowadays, everybody be calling 911.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, Percy, so at the top of the arch, the observation deck reminded me of a tin can with carpeting, is what he says.
Yeah.
That's what Percy says.
A tin can with carpeting.
And there's rows of tiny windows that look over the city on one side and the river on the other side of the arch, right? So you have the city on one side and
then you have
the river.
the Mississippi on the other side.
Yes. Nasty. Mississippi River is not cute, which is... The Mississippi River is what flows into the Gulf of Mexico, which is why
Galveston's not pretty.
Not pretty. But anyway, that's another story.
Another story for another time.
So the park ranger announces that it's closing time. right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, you
Okay,
ain't
so
got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
You don't have to go home, but you got to get out of my classroom.
Bye. Right?
Yep.
So then, so they're all going to go down, and
Yeah.
there's not any room left on the elevator for Percy.
There's no room left on the elevator for Percy because there's 2 people in there, and then Grover and Annabeth, and they get out, and they want to get out, and they're just like, we have to wait for you. You're like, we have to wait for you. Our parents will get worried. Basically, that's what they're basically saying. Everybody's just like, I'm fine. I can wait right here.
Okay. Again, Grover is supposed to be his protector. I would be like, listen, bruh, I insist you go. I'll wait here with the big lady and the chihuahua.
Are you Grover or are you Percy?
If I was Grover and I was
Yes.
actually doing
If
my
you're
job.
actually doing your job, come on.
If you're diligently trying to protect and serve this child, you would be like, bruh.
Oh wait, no, they have a legal adult with them. Grover is legally 28.
Okay, well, he needs to act like it.
Yeah, he like.
Okay, he would be like, you get in that elevator. I will
wait. I'll wait right here with the big lady.
But again, no.
No.
He's like, okay, cool, bye. I'll see you downstairs.
If Grover's not gonna act like a legal adult, you at least need to go with Luke because I don't care if you are a legal adult, you need to act like a legal adult.
So they leave him on the observation deck with the big lady and her chihuahua.
Yeah. And there's 2 parents and a little kid.
Yes.
That's all that's left.
Yes. The big lady suddenly has a forked tongue. Yeah. And she's like talking to her dog.
Yeah.
That's her son. The dog is now her son.
The dog is now her son.
I mean, Gigi is my daughter. But my tongue doesn't ever split. Lord willing, it won't ever split.
Oscar's also kind of your son.
Yeah, he's all right. But anyways, so that happens. So then now we're going to meet Enchedna. How do you say that?
I honestly don't know how to say it.
Echidna? Why do they have like the hardest names in the world?
I know, right?
Echidna.
In ancient Greece, like, they used to pronounce the CH as like a hard C, so it might be Echidna.
Whatever. She's the mother of monsters. Okay?
She's the mother of monsters. She gave birth to like multiple of like the Greek mythology, like
she's the
most famous monsters.
She's the big monster mom.
The big monster. She probably has like a shirt that says Monster Mom.
I would.
Or like a hat that says Monster Mommy.
Be like Monster Mama.
Monster Mama.
And her son is Chimera.
Chimera. Or no, I don't, because like I said.
Yeah, it might be Chimera. You're right.
No, it might. Okay, so there's a couple ways on how I pronounce it. I either pronounce it Chimera because like.
Chimera. That sounds good too.
CH creates a hard C in ancient Greece, and like Greek monsters. Or I say Chimera because it sounds cool. It sounds funny.
So he has the head of a lion with a blood-caked mane. What does that mean?
He has the legs of a goat. Oh, wait, right?
The body and hooves.
Body and hooves of a goat.
Of a giant goat. And a serpent for a tail.
Oh, he also has like also another head, which is also a goat.
And he has a 10-foot-long diamondback growing right out of its shaggy behind. So his butt got a diamondback growing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if your butt had a diamondback growing? I mean, obviously, I would take you to the ER because
probably
that would mean it was attached to your butt, but and not growing out of it, but just
attached. Just
yeah,
like
that's
attached.
No bueno. But anyways, okay, so that's that, and then the
Chimera attacks Percy.
Yeah, and the rattlesnake tail gets a good bite out of Percy's leg.
Oof. And Percy's just like, no, I can't go out like this.
Can die.
I can't go out like this. There are people that need to be saved. I can't do this again. Why isn't Grover here? He's the freaking protector.
Again, Grover's at the bottom.
He's at the bottom with Annabeth. Like,
eating popcorn, waiting.
Dude.
Waiting for his friend. Like, this is so beautiful. Best day ever. Mm-hmm. Okay, and Percy's like about to die.
He's about to die. Come on. Man,
So
do your
then
job better. I'm
The
sorry.
mom of monsters laughs and she starts taunting Percy. Like,
Yeah.
You supposed to be the son of Poseidon and you going down. Where's your daddy at now?
And she's just like, well, if you're really the son of Poseidon, then why don't you just jump off
Yeah.
into the Mississippi?
Yeah.
The dirty Mississippi.
Yeah. And that's exactly what Percy does.
He pulls an Olympic swimmer. He pulls an Olympic dive and just...
He's like, bye.
Which,
Bye, Felicia.
Which, like, he's just like, this isn't the ocean. This is the Mississippi, the dirty Mississippi.
But what other choice do I have?
Yeah. So basically, your choice is either die or plunge, like, wait, what is it, 200 feet? What is it?
600 feet
600
down.
feet down into water that is the equivalent of concrete.
That's dumb.
It's stupid either way. It's dumb either way, like, come on.
But, anyways, that's exactly what Percy does.
He plunges.
And as he
600
jumps, he's like, Papa,
Dad, please
I know you
stop.
don't know me.
I know you.
I
don't know you.
but
You
I
don't know
promise
me.
I'm your homie. Just save me.
$2 homies.
Yeah, we homies.
$2 homies in a box.
And that's
The homies
where,
be cheap.
that's where the
And the
chapter's
homies
in.
be skinny.
Were they skinny? I don't think they were. But
No,
whatever.
remember in the Mad Libs,
Yeah,
the
no,
homies
yeah.
be cheap and the homies be skinny.
So anyway, so that's where the chapter ends.
Yeah. And now chapter, what was it?
14.
14. I become a known fugitive.
Which he already kind of was. Wouldn't you
He
say?
can't, yeah, he can't.
I mean, his
well, he
face
was,
is everywhere.
Yeah, his face is everywhere, and he's like, he has a reward over his head.
Yeah, that would be a fugitive.
Yep.
Ugliano is like
He's
trying
like-
to pay people to.
$200 probably is max. $200 and a beer, max.
That he has to borrow from somebody, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, like, he is a good gambler.
Mhm.
Good gambler.
So Percy
Probably has
was
money.
terrified to dive that 600
yeah.
feet, by the way.
Who wouldn't?
Straight into the muddy waters of the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. You can't see the bottom.
You can't see the bottom, but then again, it's like the equivalent of concrete.
But the river catches Percy like a baby. They're like swaddling a baby. Just like, oh.
And then he sinks to the bottom into mud that's like up to his knees
Mm-hmm.
with a catfish that passes by. That is probably the size of his stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my favorite character in this is the the catfish.
His chimera bites.
It's like it just heals.
Yeah,
It heals.
the bite heals in the water, which
Yeah.
is super awesome. And he feels the venom leaving him, right?
Yeah.
Because it was a poisonous snake.
Uh-huh.
So I guess his daddy was listening. Daddy actually did good today.
Mm-hmm.
So he realizes that he's completely dry, even though he's underwater.
Yeah, he's like completely dry. He's not wet.
And he keeps hearing this lady's voice, and he thinks it's his mom, but it's not.
Well, it's like Ariel.
Okay, that's Ariel. Little
I
Mermaid.
know. That's what I
That-
was saying.
Yeah, that would be Little Mermaid. Eric ain't there, boo boo. Eric ain't there. No. Mm-mm.
But like
And everything he touches turns
just
dry.
becomes dry. He touches an old like soggy. He touches a lighter first, and he's just like no way.
He can light it.
He can light the lighter, and then he touches
Underwater.
a hamburger wrapper, and it becomes dry. And then he lights the hamburger wrapper on fire with the lighter.
Thou shalt not play with fire, Percy.
Thou shalt not play with fire. It's one of the 10 Commandments, Percy. Thou shalt not play with fire.
That's bad, boy.
No, that's
bad.
one of the mom commandments.
Thank you.
Thou
yes.
shalt not play with fire.
That is dangerous, boo boo.
I can't use a lighter.
Anyways.
I physically cannot use a lighter.
Everything he touches becomes dry, right?
Yeah.
He also realizes he's breathing.
Yeah. He's breathing normally.
Like we're breathing right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's breathing normally.
yeah.
That's
Crazy. So, and he hears a voice
He's a
say,
merman.
Percy, take the sword. Your father believes in you.
Are
She's
you
like,
sure about that?
Percy, take the sword. Your father believes in you.
And he turns around and he turns around and he sees this beautiful woman that's basically made out of water.
She looks like me. Just
She
kidding.
looks like my mom.
Just kidding.
No. She looks like my mom.
Just kidding.
Any
That
woman
was
in
a
this
good-
book looks like my mom.
Yeah, everybody.
Any grown woman in this book looks like my mom.
Including the monster mom.
No, not the monster
Just
mom.
kidding.
Not the monster
Sometimes.
mom.
Depends on what day you come and see me.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mm.
so the woman looks like
I will
Sally
be
Jackson.
preaching from the
The
inside
woman,
out,
the
girl.
woman,
I will be
you
preaching
will use
from-
the sword of the spirit on them.
Mm.
The woman looks like Sally Jackson, and Sally Jackson looks like my mom.
So Percy hears his mom's voice, and his head is urging him to remember his manners.
Yes.
So he thanks his dad for helping him. He's
Mhm.
like, gosh, dog it. My mama done raised me right.
my mom raised me right.
My mama done raised me right. Thank
Yeah.
you, Papa.
Thanks, Dad.
Grover is probably still like, oh, that's so weird. Where's Percy? That's so crazy.
And Annabeth is probably like learning about the founding fathers. Something
Yeah.
Like that.
And Grover's like, that's so crazy.
And
He was
no.
supposed to be here like
Yeah.
an hour ago. That's so
And he's like still
crazy.
eating the popcorn. He's just like shoving popcorn in his mouth. He's like, that's so crazy.
That's why you ain't got no horns, Grover. You gotta protect your people first, Grover.
Yeah. Percy first, then you.
Anyways.
Okay.
So he so the voice says that he sees a spirit in the water.
Mm-hmm. And she's basically made out of water.
Yeah. And she has green eyes.
Mm-hmm. Green eyes, just like him.
Mm-hmm. And the water spirit tells Percy she is simply a messenger, so she is not
She's
his
not
mom.
like it. She's not his mom,
Yeah.
which is sad.
She says that his mom's fate is not hopeless, as you believe,
Mhm.
and tells him to go to the Santa Monica beach when he reaches Los Angeles, not
Yes.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Mhm.
So, and she also calls Percy a brave one.
Mm-hmm. I feel
That's-
like this is like, besides like Percy's mom is probably like the most love he's ever gotten.
Mm.
And this girl isn't even related to him or knows who he is probably.
And she repeats that he has to go to the Santa Monica beach.
And he's just like, wait, can't you stay? And she's just like, no, I can't. I don't like dirty water.
Yeah, and as she leaves, she warns him.
She warns him. And then she calls him a brave one again. And Percy's just like, she's either talking to me or the catfish.
Yeah, she's like, do not trust any gifts
Do not trust
that were
any
surrounded.
gift.
Do do not trust any gifts. So, as she's leaving, she warns him, do not trust any gifts. So if somebody
Gifts.
gives you something,
Gifts. What gifts has Percy gotten?
the shoe gifts. I'm telling you, that
The
dude
shoe
was
gifts.
foul. And you keep wanting to bring him on the quest.
I mean, like. Okay, it's
I
not.
don't ever trust a dude that looks like a surfer dude. Nope.
You don't trust no blonde hair, blue eyes.
No. So Percy surfaces and finds like chaos all around him. Everybody's
Oh, and
like
by the way,
freaking out.
by the way, he goes, well, she's either talking to me or the catfish.
Yeah.
So like,
Pretty sure she wasn't
I'm
talking
pretty-
about the catfish, but
I like the catfish.
the catfish like bloop 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 what? Just let me be.
Just
So
let me be. What's
every
going on?
emergency vehicle in St. Louis
is there.
is now surrounding the arch. Talk about going undercover and not getting noticed.
Yeah.
They are very much getting noticed
Yeah.
now. And Grover probably still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Honestly.
He's like, oh, that's so weird. That's a lot of cop cars
That's
and
so
everything.
weird. What's going on?
So
I hate our
weird.
interpretation of Grover.
So there's even police helicopters, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
it's major, right?
Yeah.
And the crowd of onlookers, there's so many that it's like Times Square. When Times Square
New Year's
is
Eve.
yeah,
Mhm.
New Year's Eve when it's just like packed with people.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Okay.
COVID-19, 6 feet away.
Yes.
COVID-19 people, 6 feet away.
So Percy keeps a low profile, and then he hooks up with Annabeth and Grover.
He's just like low profile, guys.
Yeah.
Low profile.
And Grover's probably like, oh,
Oh, Dad!
I didn't even realize you were
Dad!
missing. I didn't even realize you were gone, bruh. That's so weird.
That's so weird. I feel like that's just Grover's catchphrase. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The
so
news
weird.
reporters are reporting that Percy Jackson caused the explosion on top of the arch, and now he is definitely a fugitive of the law.
Definitely. So like,
So no longer just New York. Now we got St. Louis, Missouri to add to the list.
Oh So basically, where is it? So basically, where is it? So one says probably not a terrorist attack.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Definitely not a terrorist attack. We're told, but it's still very early in the investigation. Damage, as you can see, is very serious. We're trying to get some of the survivors to question them. And Percy goes, survivors. He felt a surge of relief. He was just like, at least people survived.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good thing.
So, and the three head back to the train because, remember, they're due to depart to Denver because this was only a 3-hour layover.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened in 3 hours.
A lot of stuff happened in 3 hours.
Like, I'm gonna say, Percy and Annabeth and Grover, next time there's a layover, let's not get off. Let's just take a nap.
Take a nap with Grover.
One of y'all watch while the others nap. Like, let's not make any more departures.
Yeah, no.
Because I feel like it's just not good for society
or
you.
Society or you.
Okay. So, the next chapters are...
Okay, Molly, what do you think's going to happen in the next chapters?
A god buys us cheeseburgers.
Yes. What god do you think it is?
What? I think that it's going to be the UPS god.
What do you mean the UPS
What's
god?
his name?
From the Save Martha movie, UPS god.
Oh, my
You mean
bad.
Hermes?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it could happen. I honestly thought you were going to say Thor, because, like, that's your favorite god, basically.
I don't think Thor eats hamburgers.
He probably doesn't, honestly.
I feel like he's more of a steak guy.
Yeah. And then the next chapter after that is called We Take a Zebra to Vegas.
Wow.
We've been to Vegas before.
And our neighbor has a zebra.
And our neighbor has a zebra.
Literally.
Oh, yeah. They also have zonkies.
They're so cute.
They also have zonkies. They have zebras, they have donkeys, and then they have zonkies.
Which I thought a zonky was fake, but no, it's not. They're very real.
Or as my brother likes to call them, zedonks.
I like the zedonk. Zedonk, da-donk,
so basically a zonky is a donk / zonkey is a combination of a donkey and a zebra.
It's a half donkey, half zebra,
like
baby.
Yes. It's a zedonk.
It's a zonky.
Not sure what the purpose is, but it's adorable.
They're super cute.
Yeah, that's their purpose.
So, anyhow, we will see you back
next week.